The WWC, what the world is watching.
Are you using mixed squads real time? Let's go over why you should and how to win a few more battles. Let's get into it.
600 plus days of last war grinding, battle spawn, lessons learned, strategies mastered. When we talk, you level up. Welcome to the Warzone Wrecking Crew.
Welcome everybody to the WWC. QB18 here, bringing you another conversation in regards to mixed squads. So we got a lot of Operation Sandbox stuff coming in with data. We've been running live, and we just did a winter storm battle. And in the middle of the battle, you can find it in the last winter storm live I did. It was towards the end. We ran into a squad, and I wanted to show you real time what happened. So I was in the middle of a battle with Magic Jester, and wait, is this the one? Yeah. So he threw a 73.4 squad, 73.4 million missile. He has a full missile squad. And I had my full missile squad here. No mixed squads, just missile on missile. Okay? As you can see from our teams, we're pretty even in gear, and everything lines up in skills. We can look from here. I'm a little bit higher in drone, maybe a few more drone chips. Our components are pretty even here. His Gorilla, he's on Perfect Sync 3 and 1. He has more special training than I do. We are around the same for tech. If you look, he's done his siege. Looks like he's got the majority of his defense stuff done. That's beneficial for power. So this is all looking good. His deco's a little bit higher than mine. His tactic cards show higher, but yep, he's getting a 1% more buff than me. Walls are the same, and I have a little bit more bonus for War Leader than he does in this battle. So that becomes the complete breakdown of what the battle was. I know a lot of people like to look at the statistics of the battle. He, in this case, was the attacker. I was sitting in the base. So we look at this, and here's all the damages if you want to look over what happened this first time. Okay, so then on the fly, what I did was, before the even next battle happened, I took my missile squad, and instead of being full missile, I took Marshall and decided to throw Marshall into my missile mix. At the time, I had Marshall with my air, because I was playing around with Marshall with my air over here. And so when I moved Marshall to my missile, I needed to put somebody else in here, which I then just took Murphy and threw Murphy in with air to keep the mixed squad going. And then I added Scarlet to fill the hole for tank. Because honestly, with the third squad, doesn't matter much. I don't have my third squad filled out for the most part. It's like strong to use in these type of battles. So, on the fly I did that, and as you can see in my battle report here, the very next battle that I fought against him, which you can see, was this defense failed, and then I had a victory in defense. And it's the same exact squad, same exact team. These are the variables I try to talk about eliminating as far as what works and what doesn't. And you can see battle to battle, I was able to switch this around and win. And I will have you know, that previous battle, he won handily. It wasn't like he didn't beat me good. Look, he beat me 25 to 2100. You know, that was probably 25%. He beat me. He beat me good here. So it wasn't really like a close battle. He had me by 600, and I was able to make up 600 and ended up beating him by 200 and let's call it 270 in that. So I had let's call it an 800 kill swing in this battle when I switched to Marshall right in the middle. So real time, folks, When you're getting beat, it's that fast. If you have your squads ready so you can kind of move things around on the fly and do it. For instance, for this, I didn't have Marshall mythicked. I only had him with the 4 dot gear because he was on my air squad. And at the time, I was using him as 4 dots. I don't have full mythic on my air squad. But just because he was 4 dots, so maybe he was 2 dot. I mean, I won this by 270. I don't know what I would have done, even if he had lesser gear. Even if I wouldn't have won the battle, don't forget, the battle that I lost was by 600-700. So if this is somebody that I'm going to run into during the season, or somebody I'm going to run into in a capital war, something like that, if I just take a brief break and I go and switch my squad, and now we're more evened out, he's less likely to keep attacking me if he's not taking 700 per battle from me additional, right? And if I had a second squad up, who knows how many he would have taken, because he had 700 left. I don't know how many he would have taken from my second squad, especially if your second squad was way less with his missile. So air is my second squad. He would have only had 700, but don't forget, he would have had the missile buff on my air squad. So my guess is he could have taken an additional 1,200 troops from me, or something like at least 1,200 total troops from me. So if somebody takes 1,200 to 1,500 in one battle, guess what? They're coming back to hit you again because they know they're winning that exchange. They're winning an exchange 3,000 to 4,500. I'm going to come hit you again and again and again and again because I'm going to exchange that troops for those and be able to get you, depending on how many kills you are, how many stuff to set up. I will also just show you the numbers again for those that want to analyze and look at it. I love you that do want to analyze this for analytical purposes. This was the run here that happened. Okay, and I will also, because I know it's been asked for in the past, I will run the videos on both of these battles so you can see both battles play out. Okay, his gorilla is a little bit stronger than mine, as well as I showed you his bond rating and his special training both to come in. So this is the battle he won. He is in the top. I'm in the bottom. So see, hanging around, and then Fiona gets cleaned. Tesla gets cleaned. He is still strong up there. I mean, we're getting blown up. I think that McGregor is the only one left standing, and now he's taking 6-on-1, and he is brutalized. So here is the report that comes from that video. Okay. Now, let's go into the victory video for the defense. That would be this. Nope. That would be this one here. And here is your video. Again, he is in the top. I'm at the bottom. Good so far. Gorilla's hanging tough. I mean, he's actually, my gorilla in the battle's actually holding out more than his. In the my drone taking more impact with the chips. Okay, so now, as you can see, leveling out, his gorilla is gone. No more buff. Fiona, last one standing. That's interesting, by the way. And there it is. Also, to point out the other adjustment that I made in this battle that I didn't have in the first. So there were two adjustments that were made here. I did take Swift and put Swift in the front and took Adam and moved Adam into the back right. So in combination of, and the reason why I wanted to do that is because I was adding Marshall to the back. So once I put Marshall back middle, it allowed me, I needed to move somebody around when I'm moving Fiona out. And so I did a double counter, move Marshall in, move Swift up, Adam back, and kind of resituated those. And so these are the counter numbers that you'll see. Okay. So anyway, the point is when you're doing these battles, I want you to think differently in regards to analytical battle. That if battles are close, and even this one, I don't know if you would have considered it close, like, wow, that person beat me by a lot. Mixed squad can be your ticket to get right back into a fight, okay, that you weren't in previously. The points that are made up here that you're seeing is because I'm adding an additional exclusive weapon. So I may be losing a buff, right? Because he's 12.3 to 9.1 for his lineup, right? And missile on missile. But tank buffs missile anyway. So although you lose the 20% here for the squad battle, you're still making it up with Marshall buffing his missile, and on top of that, I'm adding an extra 30 exclusive weapon. So those two kind of lift me up here from where it was before, where I was down by about 0.4, I think. I think it was beating me 73.4 to 73. I've now moved it to 74.1 and play in. But play around with the numbers. Just know you're never out of a battle. You're always in it to win it. All right? Please subscribe, leave me comments, let me know your thoughts on this. If you want to see more of these squad battles, if that's where you'd like my attention to go into and show you more of this real life stuff, I'd love to hear back from you. Please join our Discord too as the conversation continues. Enjoy the rest of your evening. QB18 out.